Hey, Laura J with Daring Greatly by Brene Brown today, outside. Sat here wanting to dig into what it means to dare greatly. The phrase daring greatly is from Theodore Roosevelt's speech, Citizen in a Republic. The speech, sometimes referred to as the Man in the Arena, was delivered at the Sorbonne in Paris, France, on April 23rd, 1910. This is the passage that made the speech famous. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. The first time I read this quote, I thought, this is vulnerability. Everything I've learned from over a decade of research on vulnerability has taught me this exact lesson. Vulnerability is not knowing victory or defeat. It's understanding the necessity of both. It's engaging. It's being all in. Vulnerability is not weakness, and the uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure we face every day are not optional. Our only choice is to question. Our only choice is a question of engagement. Our willingness to own and engage with our vulnerability determines the depth of our courage and the clarity of our purpose. The level to which we protect ourselves from being vulnerable is a measure of our fear and disconnection. When we spend our lives waiting until we're perfect or bulletproof before we walk into the arena, we ultimately sacrifice relationships and opportunities that may not be recoverable. We squander our precious time and we turn our backs on our gifts, those unique contributions that only we can make. Perfect and bulletproof are seductive, but they don't exist in the human experience. We must walk into the arena, whatever it may be, a new relationship, an important meeting, our creative process, or a difficult family conversation, with courage and the willingness to engage. Rather than sitting on the sidelines and hurling judgment and advice, we must dare to show up and let ourselves be seen. This is vulnerability. This is daring greatly. Join me as we explore the answers to these questions. What drives our fear of being vulnerable? How are we protecting ourselves from vulnerability? What price are we paying when we shut down and disengage? How do we own and engage with vulnerability so we can start transforming the way we live, love, parent, and lead? These lead to my adventures in the arena, Brene's in Daring Greatly. And I have many of my own as well, but we'll share those another day and say I've put the bird feeders onto the windows and the squirrels have found the bottom one today. So that was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this. The cup says, "The world is a book, and those who do not travel read but only one page." So, read more than one page, my friend, and I must say the same for myself. I haven't traveled since 2019. It's been a long time, but you know, I've been through a lot since that time, so it's understandable. So, here we go.